What's up, guys, and welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. In this video, we're actually going to be talking about how to bet on yourself in like practical ways to, live your best life, hold yourself accountable, and, do things other people thought you wouldn't be able to do, step outside the box, things like that. So, I am double fisting today. Celsius for energy. And I also had champagne left over for my Money Mimosas event, so I have both. Probably not the best combination, but I mean, the drinks together taste okay, but one's an energy drink and then one's like alcohol. Nevertheless, okay. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because I am solely betting on myself again. Like, I had this like moment in 2021 where I quit my like W2 job and I bet on myself and went out into real estate full time, and it was the most successful like year I've had. And it's time for me to do that in other areas and on other platforms such as the social media space, because I love social media and that's just what I enjoy doing. And it's time for me to bet on me. And I've been like listening to a lot of self-help books, and I guess like overall things like Never Split the Difference is one that I'm starting to listen to right now. I just got finished listening to Atomic Habits. I read Professional Troublemaker by what is her name? Lovey and Yvonne. If you guys could come out with another podcast, that would be amazing. It would change my life. Thank you so much in advance, because I missed your podcast. Okay. So it has literally like opened my eye to, it's like, Kasey, you know you can do this, and Kasey, you know you have skills to do this, so why are you not doing it? And some of it is because I just honestly haven't been betting on myself and putting myself out there enough to actually do that. And one thing that I can't remember if it was Bishop Walker that said this or if it was some other podcast I was listening to, but I have honestly allowed people to make me think that I still identify with this thing, and I know I don't. For instance, like, I am a journalist. I love journalism, but I do not like being held to, oh, I'm the news lady, and that's the only thing that I can do, because I'm not in news right now. I am in real estate. And I just want, to make sure that I am moving in a pace that I want to move, and not allowing society to tell me, what I should be doing. And I do feel like to some extent it's people saying, oh, like, I remember you from the news, even though I haven't been on the news since 2020. Yeah, 2020 was the last time I was on the news, like right after the pandemic hit. And it's just like, I haven't been on the news in 2 years, so I don't know like why people still associate me with the news. And I love the news and I love journalism. However, that's not my space right now. And sometimes I feel like that pigeonholes me into an area where I'm just not there anymore, And so I really want to take this time and this moment to really find so I said all that to say, because that was like a roundabout story for another day. One of the few ways that I'm going to be betting on myself is by moving in silence. Like, I used to tell my best friend things and my parents things and run my ideas by them. And I'm going to stop doing that. Like, it's just going to be me and Jesus. And if Jesus says it's a good idea, then I'm going to rock and roll with that. And if he says don't do that, then I'm going to wait. But whenever I include other people in my business, then it makes me second guess me, even if like before I had no intentions on second guessing me. But other people's fears that they're projecting on me is making me second guess me, like I'm crazy, and I'm not crazy. I be knowing what I'm talking about. Then the second thing that I'm going to do to bet on me, I actually got from the Atomic Habits book. I think it was like chapter 16 or 17, something like that. And he was just talking about like people trying a lot of different things. And I want to explore a lot of different things. When I was in high school, all I knew was math, science, and engineering. When I went to college, I was opened up to this world of journalism, video production, music industries, like this whole new world that I had no idea about. After college, like reporting the news, there were so many stories that I did on so many different types of facets of life. And honestly, I just want to find my area, and I even want to find my area within real estate, because I do love luxury homes, but I also really love helping first-time homebuyers and educating people about the process. So I just want to try different things until I find my God-given purpose. And so I want to keep exploring things that I am passionate about doing, which is why I'm creating this video, because social media, YouTube video creation, video production, content creation is something that I'm really passionate about. And a lot of people who know me in that space know that I love marketing and thinking of different ideas and, thinking of different creative outlets. So I just plan on exploring that a lot more in 2023, and I'm planning how I'm going to go about doing that in 2022 right now. Another way that I'm going to bet on myself is continuing to push myself by 1% every day. So small things will equal a big difference. So if I change myself by 1% every day, that's a 365 change next year. So every day I plan on working a little bit harder in the gym. I plan on reading a little bit more. I plan on writing a little bit more every single day until at the end I see a full result. And I don't plan on exerting everything and procrastinating, because that's one thing that I'm really good at doing, procrastinating and then coming up with something. But I want to actually be very strategic and intentional about where I put my energy and my efforts in 2023. And that's how I'm going to bet on myself and know and be secure in which routes I'm going to be taking. The next thing that I'm going to do to really bet on myself is just educating people a lot more. Because when I first got into real estate, I was very timid about like sharing information that I knew, because I was very green in the industry. And that's also how you feel in any industry. When I was in news, like I felt really green with talking about like the news industry. Well, not really news, but because obviously like I studied that for 3 years. But when I got into real estate, like I was really nervous, because I was like, I do know this stuff, but there are other people that have been in the business for 20 years who clearly know more than I do. But I'm going to be very intentional with saying, no, I know exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm not going to let you tell me that I'm wrong. Unless I really am wrong, then you can show me the facts. But if I know what I'm talking about, I just need to stand firm in what I believe and believe in myself and say it with confidence. Because when I was in news, like it was really easy for me to tell a story because I had the facts, right? Like, this is what this person is going through and this is what they told me. But now it's analyzing data and doing a lot more research than I've ever done before. So I just need to make sure that, I can confidently say with how I feel about the real estate market and what I really think about the real estate market, because that's what I do anyway. But I want to be more to the masses about the real estate industry. The one way that I'm going to bet on myself is tuning out like the noise from other people. It's already hard enough, like I said with point number 1, like not listening to your parents or not listening to what your friends and family have to say about what you're doing. But knowing that if you're getting into the makeup side of YouTube, or like the self-help side, or like the social media side, there's so many creators that have already established themselves in that area. So I just want to tune those people out, because I do follow those people and I really do like love those people and I value what they're saying. And at the same time, there's a different aspect that each and every one of us can bring to the table when it comes to content creation, and just making sure that you're not saying, well, that area is already full, because there's never going to be a you. There's never another Kasey Freeman out there. Well, there are plenty of Kasey Freemans, but not me. You know what I'm saying? And I need to realize and sit in my own power, and so do you, and know that you were built here. You were made to be here by God for a reason, and you need to find out what that reason is. There's plenty of space for them, and there's plenty of space for everybody. That's what I say when people want to join real estate and they're like, well, there are so many real estate agents. Yes, that's true, but there's never going to be another you. There's enough money to go around, and literally people who say that money doesn't grow on trees, actually it does. It's made out of paper. So there you go. And you saw with President Trump's presidency, they print that shit by the boatloads. So, and they push it back in the economy, and however the economy wants to shake out is how it shakes out. But money is out here to be made. Okay. So 2023, I'm betting on myself. Here's how I'm doing it. I am just going to get uncomfortable as much as possible every day. If I'm not doing something that's pushing me, making the phone calls, pounding the pavement, then I'm not doing something right. You know, if you care, please share. And if you want to join my community, then please hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the very next video. If you want to see how I'm going to be consistent on this platform, then head over to my last YouTube video. It goes into detail about how I'm going to be using Notion, what equipment I'm using for recording my YouTube videos, and all that great stuff. So see you in the next video. Bye, guys.